I'm still teaching on honoring the mother archetype. When you look at the archetypes, they're sort of like, I almost feel like it's like studying the goddesses, where it's like these sort of different energies that we have inside of us, that can sort of manifest in different ways. The mother, when we talk about the mother archetype, we're talking about the energy of compassion, of protectiveness, of I don't know that I don't know that there's like a word for it, but that idea of just at least for me, I've in my own mothering of my children, what has been important to me is to just be able to hold the space for them to be who they authentically are, and not be sort of forcing my ideas of who they should be or how they should exist in the world onto them. And that takes a lot of work, does for me at least. But I see that how empowering that is. So, to me, that's part of the mothering archetype, the nurturing and guidance. And then this week, as I've been asking people to add what they, their sort of ideas about what that is, others have said, strength, and the ability to be quiet, not be mothering all the time. There's that juxtaposition of like, when they're little, having to like literally save their life every 10 minutes, don't run into the street, don't, fall down the stairs, don't, and then so you're like this all the time because you have to be. And if you're not that, then you're a neglectful parent. And then one day this switch flips, and all of a sudden, if you're that, you're a crazy helicopter parent, so and that is a very hard transition to, it's like a fine line of, how you ease from one into the next. And then being a mother of adults is a whole different thing, as I'm learning slowly. And, with my, your first kid is like your test kid, it's like the first pancake, you just, test in the griddle, trying to figure out how it's hot enough, it's too cold, how it's going to work. Poor first children. I'm a first child, so I can say that. My mother literally still apologizes to me. I'm like, you can stop now. It's okay. I'm almost 50. It's all good, So I'll just invite you in your practice, and then a big quality of mothering, which I usually teach on, and this year, I don't know, wasn't coming to me as much, but the idea of creativity, how mothers we are literally the creators of life, the creators of the universe. And when you are, even if you are not a mother, when you are accessing your own creativity, when you are creating anything into the world, you are accessing that mother goddess archetype of what it is you want to manifest. So the invitation is just to tap into any of those qualities that speak to you this morning, for yourself. As mothers, we are always doing for our children, and whether that's, again, mothering a child or mothering a project, or, any, whatever it is that we are mothering your dog, whatever it is, that we are constantly outside of ourselves, giving and giving and giving. And so, taking the time to do this practice, and you're here, so you're doing it, you're already good, you're already a step ahead because you're here, you're doing it. But taking the time to just really be here, and to be nurturing yourself, and to be to be really fully present with yourself, so that you can then have, fuel in the tank to give, money in the bank, whatever, however you want to, however you sense that in your own life. So close your eyes. And as you close your eyes and turn towards your own, this archetype as it exists inside of you, reflect on what qualities you want to mother yourself with this morning, how you want to celebrate your creativity, nurture yourself by attuning to your body and your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts, and just being really present for yourself, holding space for yourself to just be who you authentically are. And one we didn't say, of course, is to love yourself unconditionally, as we love our children unconditionally. Doesn't mean support is unconditional. It doesn't mean that acceptance of behavior is unconditional, but love is always unconditional. And we put a lot of conditions on love for ourselves. Do I look right? Am I doing it right? Am I feeling the right way? Am I acting the right way? And so I'll invite you to let go of all of that and just seek out a love for yourself in your own heart, an unconditional love. And gather your hands to your heart. Gather your intention for yourself to your heart. And then let's chant together. Namah Shivaya, Ave Satchidananda Taye, Ishvara Panchaya Shantaya, Nirvaya Tejase. Namah Shivaya, Ave Satchidananda Murtaye, Ishvara Panchaya Shantaya, Niravaya Tejase. Namah Shivaya, Ave Satchidananda Murtaye, Ishvara Panchaya Shantaya, Niravaya Tejase. Bow your head to your heart. And as you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes. All right. Let's start standing. Come on up to stand. Sorry. Okay. At the back of your mat, actually, at the back of your mat, this way that the moms are always sort of hovering in the background, waiting to, take care of you and be there for you. All right. Settle to your feet, just kind of rock a little, settle to your feet. And then just do some circles. You can go hands on hips and just start to circle your hips around. Send your hips, your pelvis way back behind you and then forward way out to the side. So you're feeling the thigh bones rotating in the hip socket, the pelvis just starting to release and open up a little bit. And then circle around the other way. So just change the direction. Big movements, let it get a little bit bigger. And then just come to land at neutral. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, look up. Exhale, just let the arms pulse down by your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up, reach up. Exhale, let your arms float down. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, take your hands to your thighs, do a little cat and cow standing here. So inhale and arch your back. Exhale and round and just flow back and forth like that a few times. You can go wider with your feet if that feels like you can get a little more movement in your spine. Good. One more breath in and out. And then press back up to standing. Reach up nice and tall. Clasp your right wrist. Lean to the left. Keep it in the side plane for now. So right shoulder back over left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Switch, clasp your left hand, reach to the right. Keep your left shoulder back over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale, come up. Switch the clasp. Lean to the left again. And then in your side bend, now do a little cat and cow. So round forward a little bit and then arch back a little bit. Good. And then round forward. So you're feeling the stretch into the right side, back side body. I don't even know words I'm saying. Back of the right side and the front of the right side. One more. Good. Come on up. Switch. Clasp left. Lean right. And then cat and cow here a little bit. Let your pelvis move. Tip forward and back. Let your spine round forward and back. Do one more breath. Good. Inhale, come up, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And then walk yourself forward on your mat. Come out to plank. Good. Make your legs steady and strong here. Make your upper back steady and strong. So pull your shoulder blades onto your back. Make your arms steady and strong. Then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, flow through to your cobra. And keep it low for now. If you feel ready to come up higher, go for it. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Good. And take some moments in dog pose to march your feet or shift hips. Do your doggy warm-ups. Staying steady in your hands and your arms, just like the mothering presence is steady in our lives, whoever offers that to you. And I always like to recognize that sometimes we don't get that from our own mother, but hopefully someone in our life does that for us. So whoever that is that offers that to you, or maybe you're just offering it to yourself this morning, that steadiness in your hands. Stretch your legs straight and long, stretch your hips up higher, heels down lower. Good. Step your feet wide apart now. Walk yourself back to the back of your mat. We're going to come into a squat. You can land into a high squat if your knees feel like they need to be a little higher. If you're comfortable sitting lower, you can sit lower. Of course, you can sit onto a block if that feels better for knees and hips. Squeeze your lower legs in, shins towards each other. Squeeze into your arms. At the same time, broaden out through your arms, lift your chest, drop your tailbone. So your whole spine is lengthening top to bottom. Good. Then keep the right arm and the right leg squeezing together and twist to the left. Open up. Yeah, you can take your right hand to the floor or you can just be hovering here. That's fine. Good. Inhale to center. And then exhale, twist. Second side, right arm up. Squeeze left leg, left arm together. Twist, open left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to the mat. Straighten your legs. Uttanasana. And just hold here. Let your spine just spill over. The strength of your legs supporting you so that your spine, your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms can just let go, soften, and release. Inhale, come on all the way up. Exhale, slide your hands to your heart. Again, just connect into whatever that intention was, however you want to be mothering yourself in your practice this morning. Stay focused on that. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Good, and then bend your right knee. Let your right hip drop down below your left hip. Right foot stays on the floor, left foot stays on the floor. Press your weight over to the left so you feel the stretch more into the outer left hip. Really let that right hip drop down. Maybe walk your left hand forward in front of you a little bit and pull your left hip back at the same time. So you're getting a big stretch in the back of the leg, the outer leg. Yeah. And then switch sides. Bend the left knee, straighten your right leg. Same thing, right hand can go a little forward here, left hip drops down, pull your right hip back, creep your right hand forward. Make a whole lot of space, the whole right side body and down the back of the right leg. Good, come to center. Narrow your stance so your feet are close together, and then come to standing split. Sweep your right leg up to the sky. Yeah. If you're not quite ready to go to like full stretch here, just, take it with a grain of salt early in practice. Get your legs as straight as you can. Fold as deeply as you can. Head towards your left knee. And then look forward and walk yourself forward into dog split. So just walk your hands out, keep your leg lifted up. You got it. Then inhale, flow forward to a three-legged plank. Of course, if you need to put your toes down, put your toes down. Squeeze your legs towards each other, even though the right toes are hovering. Good. We're going to lower through chaturanga. You can put the foot down or do a three-legged chaturanga. And then double foot it for your back bend, cobra or up dog, both feet down. Good. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg back up, back to the dog split. And then inhale and step your foot all the way up between your hands, right foot forward, left leg back. Squeeze your legs in, make the back leg really strong. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. That's it. And then deepen your pose in all the ways that you like to deepen your pose. So maybe back leg stronger, maybe pull your right heel in, maybe stretch your spine taller, maybe a little more back bend, any of those things. And just fill up on the inside all those qualities of the mother that you want to fill yourself with today, feel supported by today. All right, then we're going to drop the back knee. If you need to put your hands down first, you can put your hands down, or you can just lower the back knee down. Good. Lift up out of the pelvis. Curl the head and shoulders back. Good. Exhale. Take your left hand down to the mat inside your right foot. Bend up your left knee. If this is enough of a stretch, stay here, or you can reach back and catch your left foot with your right hand. So twisted stretch. Again, keep it gentle, keep it reasonable early in practice. If you're ready to pull your heel towards your hip, go for it. If it feels like it needs a little more easing in, just keep a little space between hip and heel. Keep squeezing your legs towards each other, tone your belly, and then curl your head and your shoulders back for last breath here. Good. Release that foot down if you're holding it. Come back to dog split. And then walk yourself back to standing split at the back of your mat. Yep, you got it. And exhale, Uttanasana, 2 feet down. Inhale and lengthen and come on up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale and fold. On your next inhale, left leg to the sky, standing split. Get the lifted leg straight, even if the standing leg has to still be a little bit bent, get the lifted leg as straight as you can. Yeah, that's it. And then pull your navel towards your spine, fold a little deeper. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, walk yourself forward, dog split. Three-legged plank, squeeze your legs together, arms together. Three-legged chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend, both feet on the floor. Exhale back, dog split. Step forward, high lunge. Wrap the muscles of your legs around the bones. Inhale, arms up. Wrap the whole of your body, all of your bones with your muscles, your arms, your legs, your torso, so that you're feeling like a gentle embrace, like a mother's embrace, your whole self. And then you can just ease your whole self into it. Take one more breath. Good. Hands down or up to you. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana. Take a breath here. Just be here. Offering your pose, your practice to yourself. Exhale, right hand down. Bend up your back knee. Reach for your foot, or don't reach for your foot if it's too much. That's it. Yeah, turning the front foot out a little bit, the toes out might help you, or widening your stance might help a little bit. All right, Pull the heel in if that feels like a reasonable thing to do. Tone your belly. Squeeze your legs together. Curl your head and your shoulders back. Take one more breath. Exhale, release your foot down, hand down. Step back, dog split. Walk back to standing split. And Uttanasana. Inhale, come up, reach up. Get really tall. Exhale, slide your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle arms to the sky. Exhale and fold. Walk yourself forward. We're going to come all the way down onto the belly so you can come to plank, chaturanga, all the way down. Rest your head, forehead or chin. Bring your arms by your sides. Squeeze your legs in towards each other. Again, like that mothering embrace, like you're literally cradling your own body, your legs, with your muscles. Draw your tailbone down, tone your glutes, and then inhale and lift your upper body. Hands on the floor for a moment, palms down. Lift your shoulders a little higher, lift your head and neck a little higher. Now lift your arms, not your hands off the floor, but don't lift your hands higher than your shoulders. Keep your shoulders lifting. Good, take one more breath. Exhale and release. You can rest your head on your hands. And then slide your right knee out to the right, sort of like tree, but keep the knee open like a, sort of like a tree leg, but keep the knee open so the heel is in line with the knee. Good. And then pull it up towards the armpit as far as you can, as high as you can, rather. And then keep extending out through the left leg. So the left leg is still participating in the pose here. And then you're pressing the inner knee, inner right heel. And then your right sit bone down towards the mat. Slide your hands under your shoulders. That's it. Lift your shoulders up, curl up. Keep your hips as level as you can. That right hip as close to the floor as you can. Cobra in a tree or something like that. Okay, release back down. And then turn your head, rest your right cheek onto your hands so you get a little more twist for your spine. And take 2 deep breaths here. And then slide your right leg out straight. Slide your left knee out to the left. Right leg still part of the pose. So the right leg extending really long. Click your toenails down. Press the inner edge of your left knee, your inner foot, your left sit bone down towards the mat, even though there's a space underneath it. Really root it down. Tone your glutes. And then hands under your shoulders. Cobra in a tree. Resist the urge to collapse to your right side. So try to stay centered, even though you might not lift up as high. That's okay. Left sit bone drawing down, left glute really toning. Good. Exhale. Release. Make a pillow. Turn your head to the right, resting your left cheek. 2 deep breaths here. Nourishing breaths. Nourishing yourself so that whatever it is you are mothering or creating in the world, you have fuel in the tank to do it. All right, slide that leg out straight. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Cobra here, pelvis stays on the floor, legs on the floor, legs nice and long. Curl your shoulders back, head back. Good. Downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Bring your feet together. Walk back to the back of the mat into Malasana, garland pose. So knees out wide, feet together. Good. Options here. You can hang out in garland. You can have your arms in front. You can wrap your arms around, or you can come to Bakasana, crow pose, planting your hands, creating that steady foundation that mother figures give us in our lives. Pour all that into your hands as you grip your fingers down. And then squeeze in, embrace yourself, that mothering embrace. Squeeze in with your legs, shift your weight forward, keep your head up. And then squeeze your heels to your butt. Head up, head up, head up. That's it. or just hang in your malasana. Good. Uttanasana when you're ready. From here, we're going to come to Navasana, bow pose. So take a few steps forward, bend your knees. You can go with hands on the floor or hands free. Bring your bottom to the floor. Lift your arms and your legs up. Modify as needed for your own body. Good. Exhale, lower halfway. Round your spine. Squeeze your arms and legs in. Good. Inhale, back up. Lift everything as high as you can, like your mother figures lift you up. Lift yourself. Exhale, lower. Halfway. Inhale, lift. Last one. Hover for a moment and then come all the way to your back. Rest your head and breathe. All right, we're going to do a couple of abdominal things here. The first one is going to require a little bit of brain power. If your neck tends to bother you in abdominal stuff, you may want a block or a rolled up blanket under your head for this one. So that's one way to do it so that you're not, so your neck can stay relaxed. So that's a way to do that. Here's the movement. You're going to take one hand, right hand to the front of your right thigh, left hand to your left thigh, and you're going to push your right and pull your left at the same time. And then you're going to exhale and switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. So it's a push and a pull. Push one leg, pull the opposite, and then switch. Push and pull. Yep. Push and pull. If your neck is tired, put it on a pillow or a blanket or a block. Push and pull. Push one, pull the other. Yep. Push one, pull the other. Breathe. Push one, pull the other. Last one. Finish with your second side. So if you have two more to do, that's okay. Finish with your second side. Okay, good. Then rest your head on the floor. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Okay, we're going to do slow bicycles now, slow and controlled. So hands behind your head for this one, elbows wide. Rest your head back into your hands. Now bring your knees over your hips and pretend you have like something here that's not going to let the knees come in more. Okay, well, I should say that with a grain of salt. If your back bothers you, you can pull your knees in. If you could do it with your knees over your hips rather than your knees over your belly, keep your knees over your hips. It'll challenge the abdominals a little bit more. All right, head and shoulders off the floor. Exhale, extend your right leg out, curl up a little higher. Inhale, knee over hip. Exhale, extend your left leg, curl up a little higher. Inhale, knee over hip. Exhale, switch. Inhale, back to center. Again, if you can keep that bent knee over the hip instead of pulling into the belly, it's going to be a little more challenging. If that bothers your back, of course, pull that other knee in closer. If that helps to support your low back, that's fine. That's it. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it back. Good, you guys. One more each side. All right. Rest your head. Pull your knees in. Do whatever you need to do to take care of your back. Circle, legs. Yeah, roll around, whatever you need to do. All right, we're going to find our way back to downward facing dog. So you can rock forward and hop back. You can roll to your side. You can come through table. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. Bring your awareness back to your hands. Grip your fingers down to the mat. Be that support for yourself, that mothering, unconditionally loving, nurturing support that holds you up. Bring all that energy into your hands and your arms. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Shift your weight to your right hand. Spin down your right heel. Stack your left foot on top. Work your legs. Work your legs. Stretch the top arm to the sky. So some of that business of walking from the back of the mat, it keeps some of the weight in the legs. Rather than dumping into the hands. So do that here. Make your legs work a little harder. Lift your hips a little higher. Good. Exhale. Left hand down. Back to dog. Create the strong, steady foundation that mother figures in our lives should create for us, that we can create for ourselves as we grip the fingers, left fingers to the mat and make that left arm really strong. Then inhale to plank. Spin down your left heel, stack your right foot on top. Keep the weight in the legs, keep the legs working, toes working, feet working. Stretch your right arm to the sky. And then just embody that person that your mother thinks you are. Or maybe your dog. All right, back to downward facing dog. Hopefully your mother. All right, inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. This time, hands behind your back and lace your fingers together. Next version of Shalabhasana. Squeeze the heels of the hands together as close as you can. The forearms as close as you can. And then lengthen out of your pelvis. Stretch your legs longer, stretch your spine longer, and then lift everything up off the floor. Everything you can. That's it. And then lift everything a little higher. And as you inhale, lift everything a little higher. And then one more breath and lift everything a little higher. And exhale and release. Good. Turn your cheek, rest. Let your shoulders rest for a moment. Bend up your knees and take a couple of windshield wipers with the legs. Just swing the legs side to side. And then bring your knees a little closer together. So they don't have to be together, but try to feel in your awareness that your thigh bones are hip distance apart, parallel to one another. And then reach back and catch your feet. And if you can't reach your feet, you can just go hands back behind you, or you can put a strap around your feet, of course. All right, squeeze your legs together as close as you can. That's it. Root your tailbone a lot. Tone your glutes a lot. And then inhale, same thing. Lengthen out of the pelvis. Lengthen your legs, lengthen your spine, and then lift up. Kick your feet to your hands. That's it. Flare out your toes. Lift your big toes faster than your pinky toes. So you're pushing the big toe side of the foot up. Yes. Move the tops of your shoulders back. The bottom tips of the shoulder blades forward. Broaden your collarbones. Last breath. And then exhale and release. Good. Release your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hip for dog split twist. And then step your right foot all the way up into warrior two. And settle right where you are. Make your left leg a little stronger, a little more supportive. All the support of the mothering figures into that back leg so you can sit deeper into the right knee. Good. Lace your fingers behind your back. Lift through your heart. Bow forward, humble warrior. Head towards the big toe, arms towards the sky. If you can, keep squeezing the heels of your hands towards each other to get the bottom tips of the shoulder blades to move in a little bit so that your hands, instead of making a U shape, are making more of a V shape, or even the heels of the hands together. Good. Let your head and your neck soften, release. Take one more breath. Inhale, come on all the way up. Release your hands, straighten your front leg. Reach out into Trikonasana. If you're going to the floor, try going to the pinky side of your foot. Helps to move that bottom shoulder back, helps to keep your spine a little bit longer. All of those things we want for our triangle pose. And then stretch your legs a little longer, stretch your spine a little longer, and just fill up with all those mothering qualities that you want to embody in your practice today, whatever that is. Nurturing, compassion, unconditional love, support for yourself. We're going to step into Ardha Chandrasana, step up into your right foot, right hand out in front. Get your left leg long and straight. Then get your standing leg long and straight. And either stay here or bend your top leg, catch your foot behind you for Ardha Chandra Chapasana. And then instead of letting that knee lift way up high, squeeze it down a little bit and kick your foot into your hand and move your left shoulder back a little bit more. Take one more breath. Nice, big step back. Downward facing dog. Well done. Hold in your dog or flow through a vinyasa here if you want to move a little bit.
Dog split twist, left leg up. Bend your knee, twist open. Big step into warrior two, left foot forward. Cartwheel your arms up. Right leg really strong. So you can sit into that front knee and let the right hip, right thigh feel a little heavier, pelvis broaden and open a little more deeply. Sweep your hands behind your back. Put the other pinky finger, so awkward hand hold, whatever feels weird, do that behind your back. Stretch your arms out and fold forward. Working to hug the heels of your hands together as close as you can. Even if they're not together, squeeze them towards each other. So the bottom tips of the shoulder blades engage. Those medial traps, rhomboids, activate a little bit to open up your heart a little bit more. Take one more breath. Inhale, cartwheel up. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana. Hold steady. Get an easier, gentler pose. It's like that easier, gentle moment of parenting that comes few and far between, where things just settle. I was just saying on Mother's Day, all my kids were home and they were just nice to each other. It's one day a year. They're all just nice to me, nice to each other. Offer that to yourself here. It's your Mother's Day gift. All right, step into your left foot, Ardha Chandrasana. Because so often life gives us something easy and we don't appreciate it. So appreciate it because something harder is coming, like Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Bend up your top knee. Catch your foot if you can reach. Or just stay in your Ardha Chandrasana if that serves you better. And if you've got your foot, squeeze your knee down. So it's, yeah, that's it, Mina. Left hand down. And kick your foot behind you. Yeah, nice. That's it. Breathe where you are, wherever you are. With love, with compassion. Big step back, downward facing dog. All right, drop down into child's pose and take a couple of breaths there. Nurture what needs nurturing inside of you. Be that mother figure for yourself. Be compassionate. Be patient. A lot of being a parent is being patient. We're willing to offer that to our children. So many things we're willing to offer our children, but not offer ourselves, right? So offer whatever it is. Whatever it is you give to your kids, give it to yourself here. Or whatever it is you give to your dog or your project or whatever it is that you are mothering in your own life. All right, come up and watch for a second. We're gonna work on baby Kapinjalasana. So I'm gonna give a couple of options. So the full pose looks like this. We come into Vashisthasana. Shoulder over wrist, fingers really gripping, and then this leg really working. So if your foot is kind of asleep and that hip is dropping down, it's going to make the pose a lot harder. So get that leg really energized, spread out your toes. Then we bend up the top knee. I'm working my bottom foot towards the floor. I'm looking down for balance. And then I'm going to try to catch my foot behind me. And then same thing we do in Chapasana, where you're kicking your foot behind and maybe you're falling over because, you know, moms fall over a lot. We try not to, but we do. So that's the pose. Now, if that's like a lot, and you're like, not for the wrist, not for the shoulder, not going to happen for me, come to here. Come on your knee and just work it on your knee. That's fine. Work it here. It's just a flying bow pose. So you can do it on your knee or on your foot. Either way works. All right. And to find, and I'll say one more thing. So my hip flexors happen to be really open. I'll just show on the other side. So if it's not, so I can just kick my leg back behind me. That's not particularly challenging, but it is for some people. If your hip flexors are on the tighter side, that's really hard. So another way you could do it is pull your knee in, find your ankle or your foot, and then kick your leg back behind you. And that might make it easier to grab the ankle or the foot, okay? All right, start in dog, take a breath, nurture yourself. And if the mothering of yourself today says, no, don't do that, just rest in child's pose, that's okay. You're all grown-ups, and being a grown-up mother means you get to make those choices too. All right, come to plank. Grip your right fingers down, like really strong Spider-Man, like hanging off the side of a building grip. Then spin down your right heel, stack your left foot. Get that right leg really working. That's it. Now float up your top leg and either bring your knee to your chest or kick your leg behind you. That's it. Spread out your toes and then kick your foot into your hand. Yeah, play with the bottom foot. Get your heel down if you can, Kim. Yeah, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. That's it. Good. It's so hard. I know. Good. And then release, release. Good. Rest for a moment. Yeah. So what makes it easier? Okay, a couple things. So as you come into your Vashisthasana, again, the tendency is to sort of collapse, right? That hip likes to collapse down the foot. So really working the foot. And I sort of try to bring my big toe to the floor. That's ankle mobility. If you don't have ankle mobility, that might not happen for you. But you can push your big toe towards the floor. That makes it a little stabler, is that a word? More stable. Then tone this glute, lift up from here more, right? So that all this, this whole side of the body is really working for you to help lift you up. Try the other side. I mean, easier, not easy. Let's not even say easier. I don't know. It's not easy. Okay, come to plank. Set it up well. Left leg, left arm strong. Grip your left fingers. Drop your left heel. Be mindful you're not collapsing into your shoulders. So push the floor away with that left hand. Hug your outer left hip up. Work your left big toe towards the floor. Kick your right foot behind or bring it to your chest. Yeah, that's good, Kim. That's it. Nice, Nina. Yes. Nice B, that's good. All right, good. And rest, that looks a little better on that side. Right? It's always how it goes. One side easier than the other. Go back and do the first side again. Go for it. Go, do it. Go, do the first side again, by all means. What was the helpful thing? The hip, the foot? I don't know. What was the helpful thing?
For me, it was pushing my foot into
your foot more into the floor and like your leg and your foot. Okay. Yeah, the foot's really key. You know, it's like we feel like in these arm balances, whether it's crow or it's Vashisthasana or whatever, if the feet are kind of dead weight, yeah, there's a lot of weight on the hand and the shoulder, but if the feet are participating more, then it gets easier on the upper body, right? A little bit. Yeah, what? The first side, I know. Well, we're lopsided beings, that's for sure. Habitual. Okay, back to dog when you're ready. Okay. And then we're going to step up with the right foot and walk between the feet for Prasarita Padottanasana. So parallel your feet here. That's it. And fold to center and just take forward bend to let the nervous system settle a little bit after the scariness of balancing on one hand and trying not to fall over, because that can be scary. Mothering can be scary. And in yoga, we just accept it all. We accept the scary. We do the scary, and we do the scary things in here so that when we have to go out and do the scary things out there, we know what to do. Okay, walk to your right foot. Skandasana. Turn your right foot out. So just a little bit, not like you do for warrior, just on a little bit of an angle. And then you can be here or you can be here. Either of those options works. That's it. Squeeze the elbow and the knee together. Extend your left leg out long. Good. Release your hands to the mat. Walk to center. Over to the second side. Turn your left foot out a little bit. Bend into your left knee. You can be up here. So just like we do in squat, elbow and leg are squeezing in towards each other, or you can sit a little deeper into that hip if your knees and hips cooperate in that way. Not everybody's knees and hips do. Okay, back to center. Lengthen your spine. Come upright and just watch for a minute. I'm going to just show you a couple of other options here. Some of you have done this with me like a bazillion times, but let's just review. So we're going to do same thing again. Here's the options. You can do, I'm putting a blanket here. So same thing. You can just sit back into Skandasana. You could just be here. Same thing again. You could go into a half Bakasana leg. You could work on a balance here with an arm up. You could put your head on a blanket and you could work on a balance here, like a half headstand, and then back. Maybe. All right, so any of those are options. I'd put a blanket in front of you to land your head on. And of course, if your neck or your shoulders are compromised in any way, that headstand variation might not be the most wise choice for you to do. Okay, stand with the legs wide. Fold to center. Walk to the right foot. That's it. And then if you're staying in Skandasana, just stay. If you're working Bakasana or headstand, hands shoulder width apart, grip your fingers like crazy, just like we've done for the other arm balances. Rest your knee on your upper arm and then bend your elbows forward like you're going into Chaturanga. Take your head forward, even if you're not going to headstand. That's it. And squeeze your right heel up. That's it. And then see if maybe your head wants to come to the floor and maybe that's just it for today. Yeah, that's it, Nina. Like that. Lean forward. You got to bend your elbows more. So really like that. Keep your head up, but bend your elbows a lot. But head up, look forward, and lean forward. Yeah. Squeeze your right foot up. Yeah, that's it, Paula. Nice. And you could go to the side or you could go up. Yeah, there you go. Nice. That's it. Nice, Tati. Good. All right, find your way back down as gently and gracefully as you can, which may or may not be gentle or graceful, but hopefully is. All right, so here's the thing. If you're trying to get the foot off the floor and the foot's not coming off the floor, make a bigger crash pad, because no joke, we go on our head faces sometimes in these poses, but you want to lean straight ahead. So and it's a fear thing, of course, which is a reasonable thing because falling on your face is not a pleasant experience, right? So, if that's the fear, listen to that fear. Fingers are the grapes. Breaks, and you're leaning out like Chaturanga. So you got to really go forward. Another thing you could do is put your head down, work your foot up, and then lift your head. Like that's another way to work it. So, try something. All sorts of ways to do it. Walk to your left foot. Lean forward. And then bend your elbows. Yeah, maybe the head comes down first. Again, don't do that if your neck is compromised in any way. If you shouldn't be weight bearing on your head, don't weight bear on your head. If you're not sure, this is not the pose to try it. Like be sure that your neck and your head can support you, meaning you are a frequent headstander. This probably shouldn't be the first one you ever do. Yeah, that's it, Kim, like that. Squeeze your elbows in, lift your shoulders away from the floor. Yes, like that. Good. Yes. Yeah, that's it, Mimi, you got it. And then you could either try to lift the foot or lift your head or maybe both. I don't know. Try something. Shoulder, cranky. Yeah, it's not me too. I've had a shoulder thing. All right. Try for a graceful dismount or at least a gentle dismount. All right. And then take it back to Prasarita Padottanasana. And you can just hold opposite elbows here. You can go arms in front, but make it a restful forward bend to just let the nervous system settle and your breath steady. And to just mother and nurture yourself here for a moment. All right. And then make your legs nice and strong. Walk your hands under your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Come on up. Step your feet together. Okay. So my thought was to do balance the handstand in the center of the room. So not going to the ball, but with help. How do we feel about that? Who's doing handstand? Is everybody trying handstand? Somewhat, a little bit. No. Do you feel okay? You could do L. You could do L. Okay, so I would want to do it in threes. Let me show you how we're doing it. And if you're doing this at home, you can kick up to the wall or you can do an L pose. All right, who wants to demonstrate with me? Come on. Okay, the other person's just an assistant. Paula's going to do the handstand. So I need one more person who is going to be an assistant, not doing handstand. Somebody come. Thank you, Paula. Okay, so have you done this? All right, Paula's going to come into dog pose. So she's going to come into downward facing dog. Hang on, let's just get this out of the way. Okay, so we're going to do it with two people. I'm the wall, and I'm better than a wall because a wall can't hold you, but I can hold you. So I'm going to hold her hips, and then she's going to go one leg up. Good, Paula, come and just hold her leg. So stand to the side, yep, and just hold underneath, and she's gonna squeeze her legs, and come on, that's it. And then, yep, and then you're gonna get out of the way in case she needs to come down. Good, feet up, I've got you. Lean back to me, stretch to your feet, there you go, stretch up, up, up. Yeah, and then if they've got their balance, you can let go, and if they don't, you just hold on. But you see I'm holding hips, because now, whenever she needs to, she can just come down right from her hips, yep. And there you go. How's that? Scarier, better than the wall when someone's holding you. So the action of, Let me just show for a minute. Will you hold my leg? So if you're working this action of holding the leg, it's just this squeezing in, right? So it's not, so you can just hold my ankle, not even the knee, just like that, squeeze. And then that leg can go up, and then you got to let them lift the other leg. So yeah, so if you're holding with both hands like that, it's going to be hard for them to get the leg. You have to help them bring it up. Okay. Want to try? Yes. All right. If you don't, you can just go to the wall and do a handstand. But if you want to try it, find a couple of people and I'll coach you through. I'll coach you through if you want to try. Is that not good for your shoulder, you think? I don't know. Do you feel like, have you been doing handstand? Has it feel like, no, been a while? All right. So do it at the wall then. You want to try it? Do you want to try it? Do you want to try it? Because we'll do it. Come here. Come up with me. We'll just do it with two. All right. So you're holding hips. So one person stands behind them. Come into dog. One person's in dog. One person's going to hold a foot. One person's going to hold hips. Okay. So if you're holding hips, you're standing in a lunge. One foot around the side. You're holding hips. So Paula, hold her hips. Hold her hips. That's it. And then you're going to squeeze in. Queenie's just going to kick up because we don't have a third here. She's going to kick straight to me. That's it. And then Mina, let go. Let go of an ankle so that she can come down whenever she needs to. Good, stretch up to your feet. Yep, or come down. Good. How's the shoulder feel, Talia? Does it feel okay? Do you want to try it balanced? Do you want to try it with me?
Okay. I'll try with you.
All right, come. You want to try it with her holding the foot? Try it holding the foot. Okay. How'd that go, you guys? Okay. So I'll let her hold. Stand to the side, Queenie, over here. Good. I'm holding. Squeeze. That's it. And then, yep, legs straight up, 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 up. I got you. Lean to me. Lean to me. I'm right here. You got it. Squeeze. Squeeze your legs up. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Scary. Was shoulder okay?
Yeah, shoulder fun.
Yeah. It's hard. Once the feet, there's this moment where it becomes effortless, where your feet are stacked and you're like, oh, I'm balancing. But like 1 millimeter past that and you're like, oh God, I'm falling over, you know? Mina, did you try? Did you try? You want to try it or no? No? You sure? You want to try it with me? Okay, no go. All right, come on back. Come on back. We used to do these all the time and like we've gotten away from balancing handstands, but it's nice to feel that balance once in a while, or the imbalance, but have a sense of like, oh, okay, that's what that means to not be at the wall. But you got to be ready to go there. Okay, let's grab a blanket for your knees and we'll just do a couple of camel things. All right. If your low back bothers you in camel, squeeze a block between your inner thighs. It really makes life a whole lot easier. You can also have blocks next to you to put your hands on if your hands don't reach your feet. Okay, squeeze your legs. Squeeze your outer ankles in, whether your toes are tucked, that's less of a back bend, toes untucked, more of a back bend. Either way, squeeze your ankles in. All right, charge your legs. Put that mama bear strength into your legs. Then lengthen, fill up. Get so full on the inside with all of those qualities of the mother. You want to nurture yourself, fill yourself with, let yourself fill with it, and then lean back, keeping that fullness in the upper body. Bring your hands to your feet. Or hands can stay on hips or hands to blocks. That's it. Good. Push your hands down into whatever they're touching. Lift your breastbone up. Keep squeezing your legs together. Tone your glutes. Inhale, come on up from your heart. Good. Sit and rest for a moment. If you've got a block, you can sit on the block. That's fine. If knees are happier staying upright, stay upright. Your knees bend way more than I thought that. I mean, you've got pretty good movement. Queenie had both knees replaced, but you've got pretty good flexibility in those knees. Not bad. Yeah. What's that? Aftermarket parts. Okay. Step the right foot up. We'll do the half Ustrasana. So not a deep lunge like here. You want to be in a short lunge. And you want your foot, just like we've been focusing on the hands, on the arm balances, really ground into your right foot. That's what's going to help keep you steady. And it might feel steadier to have the left toes tucked here as well. All right, chest, shoulders face forward. Squeeze your legs to create that mother loving embrace of your legs, tone your belly, and then fill up. Get so full, whatever it is you're nurturing and celebrating in your life, and then start to lean back, staying full and long in the upper body. Drop your left hand to your left heel. Take your right arm to the sky. Plug your right shoulder back and then reach back, right arm by the right ear, and lean back any amount. Keep grounded in your right foot. Yeah, left hand can go on a block, that's fine. Keep your neck long. If your neck is bothering you, your right hand can go behind your head. Take one more breath. Inhale, come on up. Good, switch sides. I think right toe is tucked, keeps it a little more stable, so maybe work there. Squeeze your legs. Imagine you still had a block between your inner thighs, so you're creating that energy. Left foot really steady. Steady mama presence in your front foot, then fill up. Lengthen, curl back, curl back, curl back. Right hand to right foot. Left arm to the sky. Plug the left shoulder back so your breastbone faces more upwards, and then reach back, lean back. Again, hand can come behind the head. You don't want to just let your neck collapse, so keep your neck nice and long. One more breath here. Ground into your left foot. Inhale, come on up. Good, release that knee down, just come to tabletop. And then do some circling of hips, or if a twist would feel good, take a twist, just whatever it feels like you need to do to neutralize your spine a little bit. Just take a moment to do that. Yeah. Child's pose feels good, by all means, take a child's pose. All right, we're going to find our way to seated. Upavista Konasana, wide legs. So if you want to face the long edge of your mat so that your heels can be on mat, you can also, of course, sit up on a blanket so that the low back and the back of the hamstrings can stay nice and long. Okay, 2 hands to your right leg. Roll your inner right thigh towards the floor. Lift your outer right hip away from the floor and the flesh from under your sitting bone. And then do your left leg. So inner thigh rolls down, buttock flesh pulls back and wide. Stretch your legs out long, kneecaps, toes pointing straight up. Press your fingertips down into the floor. And again, even here, get really full, long, lifted in the upper body. And then hinge from your hips. Arms can stay behind. They can go in front. You can do the yoga toe lock if you happen to like that. Maybe head comes to the floor, maybe it doesn't. Yeah. Yep, you can use a block under your head, that's fine. If you're holding your toes, give a little resistance. So pull a little bit so that your shoulder blades firm onto your back a little bit more. And your heart can soften and open a little bit more. Opening to that sense of just unconditional love for yourself, towards yourself. All right, walk yourself to your right leg. Bring your right arm inside the right leg. If you can, on the floor. If not, just be on the leg. That's fine too. And then the left hand to your left hip, twist, look left. Stretch your left arm to the sky. Bring your left shoulder over your right shoulder. So lean it back and then sweep your arm over your ear and reach for your foot with both hands. Maybe you can touch, maybe you can't, doesn't matter. Try to keep it in the side plane so that you're getting the stretch into the side body. It's not wrong to turn the torso over the leg, it's just a different pose. Exhale, walk back through center. Pause, just find center for a moment. And then walk over to the left leg, left arm inside the left leg, right arm to the sky. And you're bracing the arm and leg against each other so you can really turn. So you're getting a little more mobility into the thoracic middle spine. And then sweep your arm over, reaching for your left foot. With the top hand, with the bottom hand, both hands, however it works for you. But keep your right shoulder over your left shoulder as best you can. Both legs still participating in the pose, even like as we were doing the arm balances, how we were working the legs, even though the arms were taking more of the weight. Even here, let your legs take some of the work. Good, roll back to center. Extend out a little more if you can. Let your head, your neck soften a little more, your jaw, your face. Inhale with a long spine, come on up.
Hold behind the knees, slide your legs in, and then take a quarter turn. Have a block next to you. We're going to do just a restorative inversion to finish off here. So have a block next to you. Lay down onto your back. Yeah, if you want to put on clothes and stuff first before you lie down, that's fine. And then bend up your knees, preparing for a supported bridge. So heels right underneath the knees. Press down through your shoulders and really work to snuggle your shoulder blades underneath you. So there's like almost a valley underneath your neck that goes all the way between the shoulder blades. And the outer shoulders are pressing down so the inner shoulder blades can lift up. And you're pressing your head down gently. So there's a space between your chin and your chest. And the back and the front of the neck feels long. And then press to the inner edges of your feet, big toe sides of the feet, lift your hips up without letting your knees splay apart. And then find your block, and at any height, slide the block underneath your pelvis. And rest the bony part of your pelvis, your sacrum, right in the middle of your pelvis, the base of your spine, rest that on the block flat. Notice the tendency is for the tailbone to lift up and the weight to sort of collapse towards your shoulders. So bring a little more curve into your low back, away from the floor, so the sacrum stays flat. And then lift up your knees and stretch your feet to the sky for Salamba Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Knees can be a little soft here. They don't need to be ramrod straight. You want to keep the muscles a little bit awake. You want the muscles working so the joints don't have to work so hard. That's the idea behind that. Because muscles can rejuvenate, they can build strength. Joints, not so much. Once the tendons and the ligaments get damaged, they don't, it's really hard to fix them. So we want the muscles doing the lion's share of the work. That's the whole idea behind muscular energy and waking up the muscles in that way. All right, take 2 or 3 more breaths here. And as you're ready, slowly bend your knees, bring your feet back down to the mat. And as your feet land, lift your hips and slide your block to the side. And then hold your right knee in your right hand, your left knee in your left hand with your fingers, your kneecap in the center of your palm and your fingers wrapping around the shin. And then let your knees drop into your hands. Just let your arms straighten. It's almost like your feet are trying to drop back to the floor, but your hands aren't going to let them. That's just a psoas release. So your arms are straight and supporting the weight of your legs. Just let the weight of your feet drop towards the floor, your knees into your hands. And then if there's any last pose that you want to do, just knees to chest or a happy baby or a twist, take a moment to do that, to nurture yourself, your body in the way that it needs to be nurtured so that your mind, your heart, your spirit can rest really deeply as we come into Shavasana. Then begin to make your way to Shavasana as you're ready. Extend your legs and your arms. Let your body really deeply relax. Muscles soften. Bones get heavy into the earth. Let the little more subtle intrinsic muscles soften, the muscles of your face, muscles in your fingers and your toes. Like even the connective tissue, the fascia that runs through your whole body is just softening and releasing and letting go. Your body can spread out onto the floor gently, easily. Give yourself the gift of a nourishing shavasana. Let yourself be wrapped in the warmth of this community, of your practice, of your own love for yourself. Gently now, let your breath begin to deepen. Allow your awareness to gently come back to your body. Begin to make your way to your side, back to seated. I'll share this. No, it's not really a poem. It's not a poem. It's just this letter to the mamas with you. Here's to you, dog mamas and kid mamas and mountain mamas and surf mamas. To the caffeine deprived muddlers and the joyful kid cuddlers. To the risk takers and choice makers. To the company builders and power wielders. To the community creators and made up game players. We show our daughters how to lead and our sons how to follow strong women. And we do that and a whole bunch more every damn day. To the mamas who show up day after day, messy bun, mud splattered, maybe even misdressed, but still we show up to stake a claim or claim the stakes, to lead, and yes, sometimes to follow as well. We, the mamas, will teach our children and our communities, and yes, even our cats, to break rules and make rules and always, always joyfully rule. Here's to all the mamas who are setting the pace and the priorities for our families and our communities and our future. We are fierce, we are powerful, we are tireless, even though we are sometimes just plain tired out. But the mamas, all of us together, we are unstoppable. So whatever it is you are mothering in your own life, may you continue to include yourself on the list of whatever that is. Bring your hands together at your heart. And let's offer a blessing to ourselves, to each other, and out to the universe. If you'd like to join in for Om, take in a deep breath. Om. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.